Test, test. Well, I'm walking right now. I see, um, I'm walking right now at the park. There is a plane above me, and I'd say it's about, late 70s, perhaps early 80s. No, late 70s. Yeah, definitely late 70s. Um, yeah, a picturesque golden sky to the in front of me, and nothing but clouds all around the other ways, and go around the other way. I want to walk in front of people. Okay, that breathe was a test of the mic. This is my first time recording on this mic. A beautiful day out. Not as beautiful as it can be, but there's flowers and it's a little cloud. It's definitely cloudy. No sun. Barely any sun. Yeah. I honestly haven't got anything to say, and hopefully I have something to say in a bit. The remnants of last week's storm still remain in the air. Turtles in the water. Well, turtles are always in the water. Or is that a tortoise? I don't know. I know turtles go in the water. I don't know. But, yeah. And you know, I must look so strange, walking around with this big ol' tape recorder in there. But, you know, that's just the way it is. And I mean, how long do you want to stay in conformity, you know? You know, I've been in conformity for all my life. And, you know, sometimes you just want to break out of it, whether it be old tech or whatnot. It doesn't really matter, does it? I just have to, I don't know. My thoughts are so jumbled. I kind of just woke up after fixing this and just started walking. I kind of wish weed was more cracked down on. You know, if they could make a weed that smelled good, truly smelled good, like say applesauce. If they could make one that smells just like applesauce, I truly wouldn't care. But you know, so it smells more like a rotten a rotten skunk. So you know, and until they figure that out, the scientists down at whatever laboratory Hayden-Ashbury has going on, until they do that, I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Perhaps an edible, but smoking, no, I just can't dig it. Don't quote me on that. What a lousy way to start the tapes. But that's just the way it is. Everyone has to start somewhere, and me, it starts with the lousy voice lousy voice talking about lousy topics. um, and I am no doubt, I can't be better than anyone. I'm truly not better than anyone. I don't want to put down the people who smoke pot and whatnot. Truly, nothing wrong with it in itself. That should be fully illegal. Just, except for the offensiveness of it. The total offense. But that doesn't mean they should go to prison or anything like that. Definitely not. I don't even know if this is still recording, I gotta be honest. I have the recorder in my pocket. I had to use a big pocket. And I've got a long cord dangling, only being held up by my left hand, and the recorder in my right hand. Don't know the model of this mic, but it's a fine mic, I guess. Yeah. I really should have thought about what I was going to talk about, or at the very least start talking to myself a little bit before this. But you're getting the raw image of it. Usually I see deer around here, and no deer, and maybe they're scared of pot too. Who knows? So that's it for now, I guess. I'm right next to a toilet, an old rotten toilet. Hasn't been used in years. Well, officially. I went to go check in there. This place used to be a golf course, as far as I know. Turned into a park. No doubt because the neighbors were complaining about all the balls being thrown in their windows in their Cadillacs. But, yeah, not officially that toilet hasn't been used, but I checked in there. I did a little check-in. It certainly is being used unofficially. Who says you need water to use the toilet? I don't want to get too much into that. Yeah. I'm feeling in a slightly intense pain right now. And the funny thing is, I want to be a ham operator. And you know what they always say about the hams? They say all it is a bunch of old folks talking about their pains, their weekly doctor appointments, perhaps daily, their monthly dentist appointments. Oh, I had a root canal yesterday. Well, so did I. Next time you go to the appointment, you should hook me up with your doctor, blah, blah, blah. But what was I going on about? Oh yeah, but it seems that with my immense pain, I am one step closer to becoming an official ham operator. I think they just hand out the license if you go to the doctor enough. So we'll see about that. And there is an automatic senior handout. All you have to do is demonstrate you know how to light a light bulb, and demonstrate you know how to light a light bulb, and know how to use a wheelchair. I don't know. Look, I just woke up about a few hours ago. An hour ago, I don't even know. Okay, I just got up. I started walking. So don't put too much onto me. All right? Yeah. This is a rough episode, no doubt. The beautiful cars out today. Just saw a Jeep run along, a beautiful Jeep. You know how much I love Jeeps. You know, like that Karango, whatever. The Korean Jeep you talked about that you used to ride in, that import. Uh, no doubt, super cool. I'd love I'd love to have a little Karango, you know, just go around mudding. And from what I've seen, I don't know about the different models, and I don't even know if you're talking about a newer model or an older one, but from the ones I've seen, they're pretty long. They're longer than the CJs around here. Beautiful, beautiful CJs. I'd love a longer CJ. I know they have the CJ6 and the CJ 8. I think that's a nickname. I think it's called the Scrambler or something like that. Beautiful, beautiful. But you don't see too much of them. I don't know how much the Mitsubishi Jeeps. I don't know how much of the long ones they have, or if it's more commonplace there. The longer ones. No idea. No idea. This must be a complete bore to you. But what else am I going to talk about? Well, I could talk about this beautiful pile of acorns. What do you call these things? You know, maybe you heard of that. That's a pine cone. Pine cone. I love walking. I love walking after a week of, not walking, and I see a pile of pine cones. It's just beautiful. I step on all of them. I love that crunching sound. It's like biting into a big old fresh jar of pickles. A pine cone, except without the taste. I don't know what a pine cone tastes like. I assume it tastes like a like wood. Maybe a little minty. Could be a little minty, or tastes like some type of alcohol. I assume. I have no idea. Don't ask me about alcohol. Or do ask me and ask my opinions. You never. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a woodpecker. You always hear them. No, it's not Morse code. It's a woodpecker. And yeah, I always hear them going around, hitting trees and whatnot, poking holes in them. But I just never see one. I look. I guess I don't look hard enough, and I guess that's what many people don't do. They honestly don't look hard enough at what's around them and don't realize the beautifulness of it all. And that's what I've been trying to do lately. Just embrace and look at the beauty, or whatnot, of the sightings around me. And don't get me wrong, I notice a lot of unbeautiful things, and the unbeautiful things are beautiful in themselves, though they should still be criticized, no doubt. So yeah, I don't know how long this recording will be. I charged the batteries freshly, but I didn't charge them all night or nothing like that. Just about 2 hours, I'd say, maybe 1.5. The voltage indicator, or however that works, it was kind of low, but not too low. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot about the technicals, but this is the first recording I've done. Yeah, hopefully it stays on long enough. I am talking a lot into it. I'd say this has been about 15 minutes, But me talking into it now, I don't know. But yeah, I'm next to a lot of cars right now. A lot of cars, a lot of trucks with trailers of various mowing equipment. Uh, getting about 10 miles a gallon, at best, downhill. And these big SUVs. Yeah, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing not having a small car to get around. You know, we don't. I don't know. It, we could on if we put our minds together. If we put our minds together. I'm not going to talk cars. You think I'm going to talk cars? No, I'm going to talk about Dawson's Creek. Yeah. You know, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait at all for the finale. And you just keep me waiting. You just keep me waiting. You know, I show you my DVDs and you're always like, oh well, I'm busy right now, and I just don't want to wait. I just don't want to wait. Yeah. And perhaps it's weird to like such a young adult show like that nowadays. And to be honest, it kind of is. You know, when I first watched it, I was 19, and you just feel left out. Nowadays, at least I have. I've felt left out of the teenage. What you see on the TV, that teenage drama and whatnot on the TV. I just felt so left out of it, and that's what got me into it. Sort of escapism of what could be, and I had a lot of anxiety around the time I first started watching it. But yeah, now that I get older, it's it just seems kind of weird. It's like I knew at the time, of course, that this is weird for a 15 or 16-year-old to do. You know, the things they do in the show. I don't want to get too into it, but yeah, you just every time I watch that show, I feel a sense of being left out. And as I get older, the things just seem creepy to me. Like when I was 19, I was like, oh yeah, Pacey's having sexual relations with a teacher, and I just accepted it. And looking back, rewatching the episodes with you, it's just, yeah, it's creepy. It's no doubt creepy. It's just odd. It's like, how could a 30-year-old teacher do this? And yet they do in real life. You hear reports about it, and it's like, really? They act like this? I don't know. Completely insane to me. I'll be right back. I have business to do with climbing the ladder. The dirt ladder, no doubt. I'll have to take pictures and show you, or videos, and align it with this recording tomorrow, or whenever I get to. I have to digitize this, no doubt, too, but I don't have my camera with me, and even if I did, it's kind of a gloomy sight. You wouldn't want to see it, and you may bee almost bit me. stung me, whatever it does. I'm not too scared of bees. I can just walk by them. You know, they don't bother me, I don't bother them. Or they bully me, and I just walk away. You know, sometimes you have to pick your own battles. You know, I think many people just don't talk enough. They, you know, they live in their own mind. I do too, no doubt. Live in my own mind, completely blocked out from the rest of the world. And it's a sad thing. It's sad. I'm just spitballing. I'm just spitballing my thoughts. Like I said, I don't have anything planned out or any true meaningful thoughts, but a lot of subtext. I'm putting a lot of context into this, ain't I? But yeah, people should record what they do and what they think a lot more than they do. You know, what do we have that's gonna outlast our legacy? A bunch of text talking about caramel dancing and whatnot. It's a sad thing. A sad thing. But what is going to be your legacy? You know? My mom has no pictures. I can't think of a single picture I have of her in the past 20 years. You know, she's always the picture taker. So there's plenty of I have a legacy. I have plenty of legacy from her and the videos that I've taken myself. Not many showing the true me, or well, some of them showing the true me, but few. She has very few, and my whole family does. They don't have many recordings and whatnot. Recordings, videos, pictures. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing to leave out for your legacy, you know. You know, it's been with us this whole time. Since beginning of man, we've always lost the legacy of others behind us. You know, all the way up until the 1800s, you couldn't get a picture taken of you. You know, maybe you had a little scrunched up ape man draw a poorly rendered image of you. You know, kind of looks like a smattered Bugs Bunny. But other than that, you didn't really have a legacy besides the knickknacks and whatnot of your time that you made and whatnot, if you made anything. But and don't I know the 1800s pictures were still like perhaps a once in a lifetime or once in a very special event type of thing. It wasn't until the 1900s. But they left a legacy, or would you call that a legacy, or memorabilia of your life? I don't know. I'm not a wordsmith. I'm a word boy, a word infant, some would say. Yeah. All I want to say is leave a true impression of yourself for your family's sake or anyone's sake. Just you know, leave an image, leave something. And leave one of you smiling. Don't you don't want your you don't want your legacy to be, you like, I found I found I found Jimmy's online comments. His posts online. I found them. And Jimmy, oh how I miss him. 5 years ago he died. But I found his online legacy. We shall we shall print them out and put them on the wall, so we can always remember what he was like. And they print it out, and it's him. It's him calling someone a complete slur, and total hatred, total absolute hatred. And oh, that's my Jimmy or Tony, whatever his name was. They can't even remember. It's been so long ago. He has so little of a of a of a legacy. The only thing he's left behind is his old pot ashtray. Oh, I'm sorry.